Hi, this is Jonna, the Preppy Crafty Girl, and today I'm going to be making a couple of pocket letters with a Halloween theme. I'm going to be pulling some items from my stash. Those are some little sparkly twig-like things from Mona Me Gabby, and I'm going to be using a couple of lines, one by Pink Paisley and the other by Cosmo Cricket, and these are two of the paper lines that I've had or collections that I've had in my stash for quite some time. And I have a couple of friends that like to celebrate Halloween still, so I thought I'd just pull it out, use it all, and yeah, let other people enjoy them. So that right there is a 6x6 photo album, chipboard photo album. I'm going to go ahead and send that to my friend. She likes to make banners, and I thought maybe she could decorate them with some extra paper that I have left over and use it for a banner. And that's a cute little stamp set that I'm going to be cutting up and using as gifts in my pocket letter. Those are canvas borders, some glitter stickers, felt embellishments, more rub-ons, chipboard embellishments, rub-on alphas, some really sparkly cute trim, and these are some flare, but they're not with the pin on the back. They have a foam dot, and that's a die cut 12 by 12 by Pink Paisley, and this is the Pink Paisley paper I'll be using. This is a 12 by 12 sheet of sticker embellishments. Has borders and a banner. And that's 12 by 12 of flock spiderweb paper. I don't know who that was by, it didn't have a name on the back. Okay, now I'm going to be cutting up my 12 by 12 papers to go inside the pockets, and the size is going to be 3.5 by 2.5, which is trading card size or baseball card size, and they will slip into the pocket. So I'm not going to bore you with that, and I'm just going to fast forward and get back with you. So after I cut the pages down to fit inside the pockets, I took the scraps and folded them in half and took my tab punch by We Are Memory Keepers and put the fold at the top of the tab punch and slid it down a little bit so that the top of the tab won't cut, but it'll actually be cut off the fold, so that you'll get one continuous tab instead of two different pieces. So see, I left a gap at the top, just a small gap, and then you punch it and it comes out folded. So I just went ahead and did that, and now I am coming back with the pocket letters are filled with the paper that I cut down, and I use that pretty flocked spiderweb paper. And I also I cut down some acetate sheets from the collection and slid those in the center pockets. So I sped this process up because I didn't feel like you needed to sit there and watch me put rub-ons on the tabs. But this collection came with a cute sheet of words that had to do with Halloween. So I just cut out the ones that I thought would fit on the tabs, and I just rubbed them on to the tabs. And that's what I'm doing here. You know, I've had rub-ons forever, and I've really just recently, this last week, I've really gotten back into using rub-ons. I always enjoyed stamping. However, rub-ons is much easier than pulling out your ink pads and your stamps. But I don't know why I just started pulling them out. I kept finding them. I've used them in my planner. Rub-ons were awesome in the planner. So now I just cut down my leftovers and I'm actually adding them into the pocket just as a little gift. So I'm taking out a couple of the papers out of the pockets and I'm going to be using the rub-ons to decorate on them, and I thought I'd pull out these sparkly stickers. Well, I was going to cut through the package, but then I thought they're not rub-ons, so a lot of times with rub-ons, if I'm only going to use one or two, I'll just cut right through the packaging and leave it in the package. Trying to get that bat off, and then later on I figured out that it's stuck to the frame. It's actually one piece. So I opted for the spider instead. And then I cut apart this Boo to You rub-on. Sorry that I shook, the table was shaking, but you have to use quite a bit of pressure. And I'm taking those tabs and just tucking them into one of the pockets as a little gift. I want to put something at the bottom, so I found the bat that was detached and stuck that down. And now I'll take that and I will tuck it into a pocket. So I just kind of continue doing the same thing, taking each little pocket out, little piece of paper out of the pocket, and I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and I'll just talk over. So I went ahead and just sped this up for you. I'm decorating the little pages or pockets, and I couldn't believe this said Hocus Pocus because my friend who I'm actually making this pocket letter for, she loves that movie. It's like her favorite all-time movie with Bette Midler. So every Halloween she is watching it before even October even gets here. Like first sign of fall, she puts it on. So these are really cute little embellishments. They're 2 levels of felt layers and then a chipboard circle in the center. Again, I'm decorating with some rub-ons. I noticed I didn't hit the bottom of the T and the A, and now I did. That's the nice thing. You can go back and you can layer them back on. So again, using those sparkle stickers to decorate. And this is a metal embellishment, and I chose not to put it on the pocket for decoration. Instead, I put it in the pocket as a gift because it's a little heavy, and I figured she might want to use it for on the cover of a book, or she could tie it around a candle or hot glue it to a candle. It'd be really cute. So now I'm just kind of cutting up, and I was going to cut them up and put them in the pockets, but then I saw these cute little skeletons, and I decided I was going to use the skeletons. So I'm just kind of cutting them apart, and then I'm going to decorate each one with the skeleton. And again, I apologize for shaking the table. And this sticker sheet actually had little tickets, so I kind of struggled getting it straight onto that piece of paper, sorry. Hey, sometimes the struggle's real. Just keeping it real here, folks. I decided he was straight. The other one had like a little crook in his knee, so I actually cut his leg off, and I will rub it on where it looks like he's kicking back. So feel free to use your rub-ons and cut them apart, make new shapes, use the words. So here I tilt the leg back so it looks like he's kicking back. And I take one of those ticket stickers and I put it down at the bottom. And then I decided that left corner needed a little something, so I used the moon on one of them, and I took that little star one and used it on the other one. And I have a feeling that those are glow in the dark. I didn't try them, but they have that, you know, the glow in the dark stars that you'd put on your ceiling as a kid? They kind of had that tone to them, so I'm wondering if they actually glow in the dark. I'll have to mess around. I know you have to put them in the light so they get charged that way, and then so I'm cutting these apart, the flare, and I'm going to tuck those in the back of the pocket because I want to give them as a gift. And here I'm taking those canvas strips, and I decided I was going to use them where the holes are. So, you know, the little side that goes in a notebook, and if they want to put it in a notebook, or if they want to, they can always hole punch through it. And I just take the edge, I trim off the end, and then I just take the edge that's hanging over and I fold it back on itself. And that gets rid of that sticky edge. And I'm pretty happy with how that looked. Finishes off that edge really nicely. And I then go ahead and I do it to the other one. And I couldn't decide if I wanted the polka dot or the straight edge, but I opted to leave the polka dot pinking sheared side and fold over the straight edge. So I'm just trimming off the excess. And again, I'm going to fold over that straight edge back onto the back. These canvas strips were so nice. I wish some company would come out with them again, because it's really nice sticky back canvas. And I noticed that that's the same size almost as that one pocket. So I pulled that out and put it over the polka dot, and tuck it back in, and later on I will decorate that one. So here I have some Happy Halloween washi tape, and I found 4 small little rolls of Halloween washi. I'm not really sure where I got it from. Maybe Joann's or Michael's one year, so I can't help you out there. But I like the Happy Halloween, so I put that at the top of one of the cards. And again, I'm just going to kind of fast forward and talk over me decorating the pages. And I'm kind of going through the stash, and I pull out these chipboard pieces from Cosmo Cricut, and I decided to use I'm popping them all out because I'm going to pick the ones I want to use to decorate, and then I will use the rest in the pocket as a little gift. So on the one that has Hocus Pocus, I decided I was going to use the witch and the broom because of that Hocus Pocus movie. So originally it started out in the one pocket letter, and then here you can see me decide, oh wait, I want to use that in the Hocus Pocus. Then I'm using this little chandelier piece of paper for the other one, and this is a little cat holding a martini, which I think is hysterical, especially with the chandelier back there. And so here I am with the washi tape that says Happy Halloween again, and I add in a chipboard bat. So that's really cute. Just continuing on. So the one that I added the piece of sticky back canvas, I ended up putting a pumpkin on that one. And now I'm just taking a couple of the chipboard pieces and I'm tucking them in back behind, and I will give those as a gift. And I'm doing that same for the other one. So now I have to decorate this last one, and I'm pulling out that 12 by 12 sticker sheet again and just folding over that label. And in order to tuck it back in, I needed to pull out the chipboard pieces. And I'm pulling out those sparkle stickers again and just adding in a dive bombing crow. And back in go the chipboard pieces. So I like to kind of take what I'm using and use those as part of the gift, so that if they want to make a pocket letter themselves they can, or use it in their own arts and crafts. This was really cute little sticker border. It had all kinds of little stars. So not only when you're decorating the inside of your pockets, think about decorating on the outside of your pockets too. And Yeah, I decided not to use the rest of the trim, but I just kept going with those stars and put the stickers all over the outside of the pocket letters. And then I cut out a couple of the leftover tickets, and I'm going to add those to one of the pockets as part of a gift. And I'm cutting apart the banner. Those are individual banner stickers, so I am dividing them up into two and going to slide those in the pocket, and then that way they can make their own banner. So it's coming along. I've got 3 more pockets. I did put the washi tape into the pockets, but then later on I pulled one out of each pocket letter because there was something else I wanted to put in those pockets. So here is the stamp set. I didn't use the stamp set as decoration. Instead, I took the pieces and I cut the stamps apart. They're on a big sheet. They're individual stamps. And I put those in as a gift in one of the pockets. I really like the little googly-eyed jack-o'-lantern. It's really sweet. And I did tuck those in that top pocket, but I believe I ended up taking them out because I had some other things I wanted to put in. And a couple of the die cuts fell out of that pocket. Yeah, so I wanted to put these spider web stickers in. So I believe I just kind of folded them, and then I found out all the pockets were taken. So I took out one of the washi tapes and tucked in the spider web sticker. So I am pulling out some of these branches from Mona Me Gabby. I'm not really sure if Mona Me Gabby's even around anymore, but if they are, they have incredible embellishments. So the cool thing about a pocket letter is that it can fit in a number 10 envelope, like a business size envelope. However, I tend to stuff mine pretty thick, so I end up having to put it in a padded envelope. That's okay. So here I'm using some of the trim. I'm going to combine the purple and the orange and just wrap it around to hold the pocket letter closed. And I want to, so cute. I remembered about these big brackets that I wanted to add, but they were too big to put in the pocket letter, so I cut them out and I just slid them back behind the sparkly embellishment ribbon. And I'm just going to do the same. And then I noticed that it was a little plain, just the acetate, so I pulled out these other rub-ons that I hadn't used yet, and I opted for that saying at the bottom, and I just took it and rubbed it on there, called it done, put the acetate over it, and I liked how that looked. So I slid it back over into the pocket. It kind of got hung up there on the flare buttons. Yeah, so then I fold this up and I do the same thing like I did to the other. Pulled out some of those little sparkle branches and took a set of the brackets and put those inside and wrapped it around. And I'm calling it done. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. I want to start making some more now that I have some time on my hands. And yeah, so I'm going to be having a giveaway of a Halloween pocket letter on here on my channel, and that video will be coming up soon, probably tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, leave your comments at the bottom, and if you liked it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe.